Guys, it's Lost in Plot, and today we have Halo Infinite Multiplayer. Multiplayer on PC. That's right, it is the brand new Halo game that has just been released. It is the flagship video game of Microsoft and Xbox. It is the 6th entry for Halo of the main games. There's been some spin-off games as well. That's what we're dealing with. And just the multiplayer section, because it actually released early. How about that? It released early, weeks early, and I've been playing it assiduously.
So let's get to the big question about it. Where the hell is the rest of it? Where are all my game modes and maps? Where is everything?
Well, you're not going to find them, and that's my big complaint. 343 Industries, they put this game out there, and I have one point that I'll make to them. If you release a Halo game 17 years or so after the original game, okay, and it comes out and you don't even have a Team Slayer playlist, a playlist dedicated to Team Slayer that your fans can actually play, how can you expect anyone to say good things about your game? Think on that. Think on what you did. You're the first people to release a Halo game without a dedicated Team Slayer playlist. Why? What if I want to play Team Slayer? What if I don't want to play Oddball or Strongholds or Capture the Flag? What if I just want to play Slayer, like so many people do? You tell me I can't do it. I have to play what you tell me to play.
So let's break it down for people who aren't aware. When you try and play this thing, which is free to play, it's free to play, you don't get to choose your game mode or maps to a very large extent. You're kind of put in this little rotation where they'll pick the game and they'll pick the map.
Yeah, it's like RNG game modes. There's no there's no pregame lobby. There's no veto system if you don't want to play the map or the mode that they've selected. You get whatever they're going to shell out to you. Now, I don't know why they made this choice. I don't. I wasn't there. I wasn't part of the discussion. I can only speculate. But here's what I can tell you. It's free to play. And there's a progression system that's very, very slow. Okay, and the progression system is if you want to get, different outfits for your dolly and dress them up in special ways that makes you feel good about yourself. 343 wants you to pay so they can make extra money. So the monetization scheme comes through this progression, customizing your character. They really want you to do it. And it's painfully slow to earn any of your fancy armors and helmets to make your dolly look pretty. It takes a long time. So they've got challenges. And if you complete the challenges, you'll get more XP and you'll progress faster and you'll get those fancy things that you want. The problem is a lot of these challenges are tailored to specific modes, and the modes are on RNG, which takes even longer to progress. Now, I don't know why they don't have a dedicated Team Slayer playlist, but it kind of looks like you're doing this on purpose to force players to slow down and grind so that they're more apt to pay you money for your bullshit. It seems like you're using Halo multiplayer as a money-making scheme. And you're not bringing it to the fans, like they did way back in 2007 when they had every single map and mode that you could possibly think of, along with Forge and co-op campaign ready at release. And this is what you guys put out in 2021.
Now, this is a common strategy for a lot of these developers in the games industry.
For free to
play, but we'll make it so miserable that you're going to be dying to go to that shop to actually buy something nice so that you can enjoy yourself while you're playing the game. The problem here is this is the flagship franchise for Microsoft.
You did this with Halo.
You can't do that.
It's your brand. It's your whole brand.
This is the one game that just has to be an all-out crowd pleaser because it's what gets people to buy your console. And when you have this halvesies approach where it's like, well, here's a multiplayer and today the campaign is going to load, but you can't play it co-op. That'll be another 5-6 months out.
Probably longer than
Probably
that.
longer than that. You can't play your game modes. You can't do this, that. You can't. This is your #1 franchise exclusive for Microsoft.
It's synonymous with your brand. It's Xbox and Halo. They are synonymous. So when people look
it's appalling they would do that.
Right, when people look at Halo Infinite and they have misgivings and bad feelings, they're just like, boy, oh boy, I don't really like how they're ripping me off with their horrible monetization scheme and their dead-ass slow progression. that transfers to Xbox as a brand. And you're like, boy, oh boy, fuck those guys. Look what I got in 2007. Look what they think they can give to me in 2021. It is insulting. And they chose to do it because they care more about making money than protecting this franchise and their brand.
And it's your fault. It's your fault, gamer,
yeah.
because you have unreasonable expectations.
I'm asking too much.
For modern gaming.
I'm asking too much.
You think the entire complete game can ship day one with no bugs, bro? You're being unrealistic.
Unbelievable.
So, it's hard to talk about anything else because we have to get those practices out of the way first. But if we finally delve into the multiplayer mechanics, we had a little bit of fun when we were playing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is the closest Halo has been to Halo since Halo 3. Which is to say, it's not as good as Halo 3. The weapons sandbox is not as good. The equipment is not as good. But it's close. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that it's closer and it plays and it's fun. Which are all great things to 343's credit. Now, for my personal sensibilities, I don't really like the range on the assault rifle. I think it's too long and I think it screws up a lot of the encounters in terms of the range of combat. I really, really don't like the enhanced mobility. They've toned down sprint significantly, but it's still in there and it still matters. And I felt like every time I'm playing, my finger was mashed on the sprint button almost the entire time.
There's no reason not to.
That's a problem. Because the original Halo 2, Halo 3, they didn't use sprint. They had tactical combat.
I don't like sprint, yeah.
And it just made it more satisfying for me. I know everybody's opinion can be different. Sprint is very commonplace in a lot of shooter games, but to me, sprint ruins Halo. It's still in here enough, along with the stupid slide mechanic, it's still in here enough to ruin the experience, or at least make it not as good as traditional Halo had been.
So really where I came out was I had some fun in some of the games and the maps that we
you
played.
had fun.
You can have some fun, but like when I think about my time, my free time, if I want to sit down and come back to Halo Infinite, knowing I'm going to be put on the merry-go-round of game modes and maps, and who knows what the hell kind of experience I'm going to get because I don't like some of those games. I want to play Team Slayer. Am I going to choose Halo Infinite over all the other options of what I can do with my time? I'm not. I'm not going to come back to your game until I can play the things that I want to play.
And what's most disturbing about it is the implications that it leads to.
For the rest of the industry?
You're like, oh my God. Well, if the rest of the industry, sure, but for this Halo title, and for Halo titles in the future, when you look at it, it's like, oh my God, they don't have a dedicated Team Slayer playlist in Halo. They made that choice consciously.
Yeah.
What other choices are they making about this game? What other things have they hidden from me that they're going to dole out piecemeal, a little at a time, and ask me to pay for? Who's in charge here? What are they trying to do?
And I don't get it, because this is, like we said, I'll
and
reiterate.
the answer's simple. They're trying to screw you and rip you off.
It's Halo. This should make everybody happy. You should give everybody everything they could possibly want, because this is the franchise you need to keep in pristine order, because Sony's going to come out with another God of War.
Do you think, what if Sony came out with God of War and tried to pare it down? Half the campaign, you have to pay for us to develop the rest of it.
Yeah.
And like, we'll give you like...
If you want the Frost Axe, you can go to the shop.
That's right, yeah. You have to pay for it. You get different skins for the Frost Axe or whatever, and you've got to grind away to get your customs. You think Sony's going to do that? No. They're going to knock it out of the park because it's an exclusive and it's synonymous with the brand Sony, and they want everybody to love it.
Does any Sony exclusive do that? I can't think of. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm trying to think of a Sony exclusive that does it. That I think they all just kind of go all out to just please people and say,
which makes perfect sense.
You want to play your games on a Sony PlayStation?
Yeah, wave the Sony flag. We're selling systems here. I mean, this is a cheap ass monetization scam. Hey, Microsoft, you really that hard up for money like this? Have you seen like the progression, like the different colors and like one armor piece here, and it is so bad. And they start you out with this derpy looking Spartan that couldn't be more drab, so that you feel bad, like, oh, why
they
is
make you
Spartan...
look like shit.
Yeah, why do I look like shit? And then you see the other guy who pops into the lobby and just like, well, I paid for the battle pass, and now I have this amazing armor and all these different colors. And
sleek black camo with a blue visor. It looks like $1 million bucks.
Right, you look better, but you're a tool because you spent money to dress up your doll. right, for this broken-ass game with this stupid monetization scheme. Like, you're not helping. You're validating this shady practice. You need to do better, man, because you're screwing us all.
Gotta prove you're a fan, bro.
I don't know how you can be a fan of this.
All right, so I don't know. Can we come to a verdict on Halo Infinite? I think it's
just
too
the multiplayer.
Early. Yeah.
No, you can't say it's too early because that implies that they're going to add on to it and it'll be a different
day
experience.
one. That's right.
This is launch.
It should have been there at day one.
This is launch, and they said that this is the entire maps and modes are going to be there for day one, and that's it, and that's what we've got, and that's what I've been playing.
Okay. Then it's dead. I put it at a 3.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead for me too. I put it at a 4. And I think Halo 3, I think Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 are the greatest games that have ever been made. I think Halo 3 is obviously the pinnacle of video games for all time. And this offering is shit. And they ought to be embarrassed. And it doesn't deserve to even bear the Halo name compared to some of the previous offerings when it comes to the multiplayer suite. The campaign, we shall soon see.
Maybe check back in 9 months and see if our opinions change.
Yeah. The game's out, guys. 9 months
See
down
you
the
in
road.
9 months.
9 months down the road.
You can't say if it's good
really
or not
have
until
something.
9 months from now when all the content is available.
Right. Then we accept that. Sure, give me more of that. I like it. Guys, that's our feelings on Halo Infinite multiplayer. If you have been playing it, please share your thoughts in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. Check us out on Twitter. And we'll see you all on the next one.